Good Sunday morning, everybody. Closer to Sunday afternoon here, but welcome back to Monster Train. Hey, excuse me, hang on. Sound's not here. There's the sound. Hey, we've been gone for a minute. It's been a bit of a hectic week. A lot of just crazy things going on with work that I've had to overtime on, essentially, to compensate for a few other individuals just, you know, more or less dropping the ball, in the polite way to say it. Lack of education, etc., etc. Long and short, if I didn't get certain phone calls, just at chance this week, I would not have found out about some very not okay things occurring, and they would not have been done properly, and someone would have been very cheesed. So we spent a lot of extra time this week taking care of that, kind of cut into the video game time, which is just the way that my life is. And you might be saying, Tim, you got praised and like some super bonus coming out of this? Absolutely not. I did get the praise from this one individual though, and that's enough for me. In lieu of that, of course, I just wasn't really mentally ready to do any sort of like, I'm gonna do a running dialogue and play a card game and then suck at it sort of thing. It's like, nah. Or Hades even. It's like, the last thing I needed is like if I had a Hades run and it just went completely south and I lost my streak, which again is not the end of the world, but it would have been like, dang, it's like the trifecta of the universe putting me down here and keeping me busy. Today, let's do Stygian Guard, and we're on Covenant 4. We've been on a bit of a minor win streak here. Win streak of 1, by the way, because we lose every other run, or like 2 in between. Let's do Stygian, and to be honest, I just kind of like doing Awoken because I want to get more of their cards. I just want to finish a set, is what it is. And we're really close to getting the Melted Lads, so let's just go with it. Let's go Stygian, and let's go Hellhorn secondary, because we're really close to maxing them out. Let's get into it. Not too long of a load screen for this one either. I think the loading happens as soon as you boot up the game. I had the game open for like a minute or two already, so we didn't have to go through a, you know, a blank loading screen of the Abyss. Seraph the Chaste. Whatever you want to call it. Remove half of any buff or debuff stacks. Alright. You got the Helical Crystals, 25 damage to the front enemy twice, good spell. Welder Helper. I'm not the biggest, I'm not sold on these minions unless we get the, you know, the Minion Lord afterwards. But 2 of these is alright, it'll help us buff up some units. And Frenzied Swarm, apply 1 daze to enemy units, and discard your hand. Yeah, let's start off with the artifact here. Incant abilities trigger additional time. I don't think we have any of that going right now. No. None whatsoever. So, that's just a maybe at the moment. And cards that consume have a chance to be discarded instead of destroyed. So it's pretty much a future play here. With the Stygian Guard, they do have a lot of incant abilities, so this will synergize better later. Right now, it's not too useful. Strike, apply Frostbite to the attacked unit. That's pretty good. Sweep, apply Spell Weakness to the attacked unit. I do kind of just like having the sweep option available for trash clearing. And we are hoping to get a different unit to be our tanky lad. So let's actually give Sweep a shot this time around. Let's hop right in there. I think I tend to go for the Frostbite on like the 2 occasions I've actually done complete runs with this guy. And you know I want to go for that unit draft. See what we're against here. Oh, you had the weight, alright. Just armor. Okay, not too bad. Plus 4 attack to non-boss units. A-okay by me. Dunka, dunka, dunka. And so we can go for like a very beefy opener here. So we can go 1, 2, and then 3. He won't die, he'll get pretty dang close, but we'll start chopping into these guys as best we can. Okay, we do want to slap someone up here just to take care of that, and we'll prep you with some armor. Again, I don't mind doing that too much. It's pretty alright in my book. 6 damage here. Start cracking into him. You're already dead. You're just going to be a bit of an HP nuisance, but you do a little bit less, I'd like to say. This guy's going to be easier to crack into. So, let us do it. Okay, so you die. Discard your hand. Yeah. I'd just rather not right now. Crack into you. Crack into you. Excellent. Again, looking for opportunities to do more of that. And alright, this should get us 2 applications of spell weakness is decent. And it's worth probably taking the 3 pyre damage to really just go into him here. Oh, never mind, it gets debuff, that's right. It's per spell. I'm remembering. It's been a minute. Again, I haven't touched video games for like a few days now. And there we go. Crystals ensures he gets completely dosted. Excellent. Good start. Quite pleased with this. Some Sponduli, some cards. Like Frostbite. I love Frostbite. If discarded in a turn, will get played. Yep, 60 damage, push back. Spell weakness to an enemy unit. We're already kind of doing that with one of our guys. Go ahead and get me some Frostbite. Let's see if we can't get a beefy unit here. No such luck. Can start stacking a room with the Ascend abilities, which is not bad. We'll go for that. But we're looking for incants if at all possible. And there's one. Plus attack, plus health. 3 less per imp in play. We'll need 1 more imp to actually make this guy playable. That could be very good. We don't have the imps yet. I'm gonna go for the incant. I'm still trying to make an incant deck since that's sort of what the game's starting me off with on like this foot here. No incants gonna be available there, so let's go ahead and grab some money. Forget buffing up the units here. We got some decent spells we can amp up. Such as, to be honest, just slapping a double on this thing is actually pretty good. So if we could do that, we'll prefer it. Let's go ahead and make you do 35 twice. And reduce the cost on you by 1, so that's just excellent value. Give me a reroll here, and there's the double stack. You slapped it onto this bad boy. This is more for the boss in the Frostfight is how I like to rationalize it. And then, yeah, make it free, so we can apply a nice little stack in damage over time poison debuff to a big bad. Combined with some daze units, we got some recipes for success. Discipline conduits. Sweeps. This has rage and haste. Okay, we want fireballs to deal with you. Enemy units enter with 10 armor. Okay, that's gonna be a little harder to sell me on because they're gonna just dip straight up to the 3rd floor. And I may not always have the means to get to this backline unit then. So I'm gonna hold off on this one. I don't want the pyre to get too smacked up. It'll help us make a more educated decision. Yeah, I'm okay with this. We gotta do it like this. That's okay. You crush them. Crush them both. Keep him healthy. Keep him healthy. Who's been doing me at this early hour? It's nobody. It's just an open chat. Hopefully it does not get out of control. Okay. Armor you. Armor you. And then we'll slap you here for some money. And because of that, okay, we're still sweeping them through. I was going to be saying, if I greeted for this and I'm not killing this guy, that's a problem, but you sweep, so he's just getting beaten up a little bit. And from here on out, we just drop spells on this floor and we should be good to go. Hang on, do I have an extra 1-cost unit I could squeeze in here? Because if so, I'm going to play Ascend and make him stronger, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So we torch you. Frostbite you. Slap you down here for some extra defense, and then daze everybody. We've done it. Very good use of the Frostbite and incants there. To be honest, ooh, Melting Remnant. And the Waxen Archers, Melting Souls, and Greedy Thugs band together to reclaim hell. Hell yeah, dude. It's pretty easy without the extra difficulty for the reward there, but give yourself a pat on the back when it's due. Don't have a lot of discard options yet, so that's probably not the choice. Draw 1, discard 1 is actually just fine to sort of cycle the deck. It's good because it also is a spell, so it triggers incant. So I am for it. More imps, huh? More imps, more imps. To be honest, I don't think I really want to go down the imp path anymore, so I'm going to say no to that. Just take the Sponduli. So we don't really need to go for this now, although buffing my units is not a bad idea, but I'd rather go for an artifact and worry on buffing units up later. Consumes deal 30 damage or 25% chance to deal 5 damage to an enemy unit when it enters your train. I'm for it. Incant for Rage. It's a little beefier. I'm kind of more of a fan with these guys at the moment. See a tent, a wing, and hide near you. Prepare for fight. Mercy, please. I mean no harm. I was left here by my so-called people, traitors, all of them. And they didn't even leave me with anything to defend myself. The gall. Turns out the fight isn't as clear as we once thought, eh? Perhaps you Hellborn can prove more generous than our friends above. I promise to get back to you later in perfect condition. Yeah. Why don't you, take this and make it better for me later. Thank you, Hellborn. I won't forget this kindness truly, and unlike my feathered compatriots, I will keep my word. Some lore right there. What the hell's going on in this universe with heaven and hell? Everyone seems to be an asshole. But they really are painting angels in more of a dark light here, as you are the monster train. Enemy units deal 1 damage to the front unit upon death. Hate that. Hated a great deal. Standard play coming through here. Bomb kind of sucks. Let's not deal with it. Dunk it. And then dunk you. And you will live. It's gonna be hard to keep him up. 15 armor or 8 health? Yeah, 15 armor. Goes a little bit further. Dust this. He's alive. And that's what counts. Toss you. And prep you for another future play. We need our other imp boy to come out here. Help us with this issue. And there he be. Okay, that will be manageable in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and apply daze to you guys. Right, they still move with daze. They still move with daze. Donka. Or could kill you with this. I'm gonna start prepping frostbite on the boss though. That is the right choice. Dunk you, and let's just keep him alive. In fact, we can go for an abandoned play right now and just move this guy up. He's got the armor. Sure, yeah, these guys are gonna get completely clobbered as a result. No, we'd rather sweep these guys. We don't want their rage to continue on. Maybe we also sweep them. This will just give us a very tanky floor. I think I'm gonna sacrifice, yeah. That's decent. Yeah. Alright, and then from here on out, I still think you just want to incant these guys as much as you can. Although you still want to, you know, debuff them if at all possible. And take care of the bomb units. Sure. Alright, he's in it. He is now in it to win it. We can do something like this. Push him up. Dunk on you for some extra HP. Okay, pretty close. I think this will actually do it. Exactly so, exactly so. And we only use 1 lumen as a result of that. Good use of our spells. It's coming through. The incant bonus is helping out. Our reward is... Spike of the Hellhorned. It's not really the one I wanted. Assume, you know, discard your hand, drop 5. It's decent. Pyre round. Can only be played on the top floor. Send all enemy units to this floor and apply dazed 3. This could be interesting. I don't think we have enough damage for that to matter. Putting this on that, then we want to get some artifacts that will amp up the Pyre's defenses or offensive capability, because he's going to be getting like 3 turns to daze some boys around up there and just smack them up. He wouldn't use this on a boss, per se, which is the only downside, because then you have less leeway on the other floors. I'm gonna give it a shot, even if we lose at this. Even if we lose at this, I want to give it a shot. Strike and apply frostbite to units. That's not bad. you will eventually expire. Let's go for some sweep and frostbites. And if possible, we can squeeze out extra room on each floor, or we can go for some extra energy. If we cheese around with the send, we can actually make a few different things happen. So let's go ahead and get the extra energy for now, and then we'll go for extra unit space on the future turn. I think extra floor space is always just the best choice. I want to try something new here. I'm going to give this one a shot. We don't have really a lot of things we want to hell event, so I'm actually going to say this is decent, especially the vortex here, but we can get some money and do some manual removals here. Merchant, oh magic, oh baby. Days 6. Yeah, that might actually seal the deal on that one. Like, very much so, that might seal the deal on that one. Let's make Ascend a unit free. Plus 10 spell power. Some targeted torch damage is decent. Give me a reroll here. 20 magic power and consume. Less decent, but still probably viable. I'm going to slap that onto a torch as well. And then we'll make this torch free. Or we can make Siren Song free, but if we're playing our cards right, we shouldn't have to worry about that. We might miss out on an incant down the line. Forget about it. And we'll purge out a Train Steward. Effective use of our money. And then here... Applying 2 spell weakness. Now we're getting somewhere. Although it's not the greatest, as I've come to learn, but it's still a sweep. Some extra HP, not bad. It might be bad to go half and half, because now we have sweep and strike applying frostbite, and it's 15 damage. Excuse me. It seems a little more sensible since we have some sweep on him. We've basically given him like a unit upgrade if we were at a shop. With a little bit of extra. Enemy units appear on each floor. I'm gonna let the pyre get beaten up for this one, but I think this is fine. We just go to the top floor immediately. And the hammer did me a solid on clearing out a handful of those lads. Dunka, 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 dunka. So we do want something like this. And we want to incant as much as possible, even if this is a bit of a waste. Make sure he doesn't take any damage and we start amping him up. These guys all died of the sweep, so he's just going to get beaten up. I'm going to go ahead and start softening you. Yeah, sweep takes care of everybody, but we do want to stack you a little bit. And it's okay, because now we have the ability to send one of these units and squeeze some space up there. We can hold 7 if I remember, so we can't do like a double stack here, and it'll be okay. And we want you in front because you have a little bit more HP to spare at the moment. You go straight to the 3rd floor? I don't think so. So you will get through if I do that. If we slow his roll, he'll slowly get through, but just take his time getting up here to more or less die. I think I'm okay with that. Ooh, no, because then in conjunction with this, that's going to be a problem. They're definitely going to get through. So we're actually going to go ahead and just burn it on you, unfortunately. Another one of these. I hate to see it. Hindsight would have said if we knew we were going to get a hidden passage, we could have made a nice combo here, but that's okay. I think you're going to do your job. I'm going to go ahead and ascend you. I do need an additional card, so let's start off here. That helps. Yeah, so we'll go for the crystals on you. Soften them up a little bit more, and then we're going to daze these. Of course, yeah, we knew they were still going to get up there, and that's okay. Oh, we can do the exact thing I was hoping to do here. Let's see how this works out. It's 6 turns of daze, so they're not acting for 6 turns, and they're sitting up here at the pyre that's blasting them for 30 AoE each turn for 6 turns. They all die, and this takes no damage. Mr. Team, a very good. And we'll just start slapping some boys down wherever we want, because we can. Alright, I am liking it. So you can only do it when they're up here, of course, but it might be worth giving that spell holdover then, because that's sort of like a very nice opportunity if it does happen at all. Yeah. Realizing that a little after the fact. Let's continue touching, yeah? Hey, where's your boss? Hey, there he is. Looks like he took a bit of damage on the way in. How about we just, you know, don't deal with this? Goodbye. And they're gonna be up here in just a picosecond, so why not? A little bit more long-term play there. So I could pyre bound here. We will probably lose the result of that. That's only going to be, again, taking the math into account, it's like 180 damage. He's going to get a lot of hits in, which we don't want. So we don't do that. What we do instead is, we know we already have one, and just rub a little bit of salt in the wound. And then you sirens. Oh no, you don't. You let your units do their job. Excellent. Lots of money for that, and we didn't take any damage to the pyre, so pretty good all around. 3 sapped enemy units is good. Permafrost consume, silence all enemy units. It's also very nice, but I'm gonna hold off on those. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. Summon a random consume spell back to your hand. Don't think we have any of that. Oh, we have one. The torch. Interesting. Sacrifice. Could use that on an imp after they've done their job. Small use case there, I think I'll take it. And there's our buddy. Surprised to see you back so soon, but I am winging of my word. Here you go, good as new. I even took the liberty of making it a little bit better for you, considering a small way beginning to apologize for a long history of disagreements. I could, however, hold on to it for a bit longer and give it the old winged treatment. Ooh. Yeah, well. It's still expensive to play, so hold it. Yeah, good. Glad you won't disappoint me. Watch as you hold out longer, this guy just keeps it to the end. He's like, I decided it's so powerful that you must fight me for it now. I'm a secret boss that's stronger than the actual boss at the end of the game. Start your turn. Add a random imp unit to hand. Interesting. I'll take the jack strips. I've had a lot of love with jack strips as of late. Alright, now we're getting to the meat and potatoes here. So you getting some sweeping good damage is good. Health on a unit is important. I'm gonna give it to one of you guys. It's not the end-all be-all. Don't let it, you know, don't get it twisted, I should say. Large stone means we won't be able to squeeze as many of you on one floor up front, but we will be able to with some fancy movement, so I'm okay with that. And Incant gaining additional armor. Yeah. Make sure you're extra tanky as well. So we just have some beefy boys. They're a bit of a ramp up to being strong, but I'm okay with that. We're not really running into a situation where the boss is blasting through our defenses, like, you know, lickety-split, so we're okay if they take a little bit of time to ramp up. We have plenty of spells and abilities to hold them in place, and if things get bad, we pyre bound them. Non-boss units get multi-strike. Reward is a random artifact. Sweep and multi-strike, that's a little harder for me to justify. Yeah, you know what? How about you just keep it? It's fine. I don't want it. I don't need it. Good, don't go. This is unfortunately a guy you don't want to let him, you know, move about too much until he gets to the top floor and then completely ruins your day, but alas, position we might find ourselves in for the moment. I think I took the imp sacrifice, right? I did, so yeah, the imp will have a value here in a bit. So he's going to get away with our Sponduli, which is less than ideal. We slap one of these here, however. He will not get away with said Sponduli. There we go. Everything is as it should be. Having him on the top floor, now that I realize it, also bad. Him applying spell weakness at the very end does literally nothing. He's just there for the sweep. So in the future, we don't really want him up there. We want him to be chilling here. Swap these two places. We don't like you because you do a big old sweep attack, however. And he's going to get away with it, so... It's alright. He was dead regardless, we're just getting a little bit of the spell amp going. And we continue to get said spell amp going. Okay. Oh, we got a ways to go to get you where we need you. And that's definitely my fault, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We need to send him 2 times. There's the first step. Yeah, and then we'll just amp him up here and daze him. No imps to sacrifice here. What we'll do is Frostbite, double tap, crush him outright, and then dunk on this individual. Okay, we're still looking for our final ascend. Let's see if we can make it happen. To be honest, we could just pyre bound you and never have to worry about seeing your face again. Saves us 5 damage. I think I'm okay with that. There it is. We somehow cheeked it out. Very, very barely cheeked it out. So squeeze you there. Get the damage in. Slap down this unit to buy you a little bit of time to get a little more damage in, even though it's... Oh, it's 5 times 5? Jesus Christ. I didn't know it was that strong. That's a lot of damage. He's dead, thankfully. It's a little dicey. Like, you think? Like, look how close he got. That's insane. I have no imps to sacrifice. I guess the frostbite is getting affected by the spell weakness here, but it's still not the ideal synergy. Apply 1 armor to any friendly units. That I can get behind. I can get behind that. Yes, I'm can English. Me wani wonga solo. 5 damage and apply 20 armor. Dead bait. I think we take it back now, unless he really wants to up it again. Well, it wasn't easy. Let me get that out of the way. Let me get that out of the way first, but here's some of Heaven's finest work, and I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, and I am, to make sure this gets used in the right place. Seraph can smell an assault from rings away, but I think he might just have a chance. He made it free. And he made it 35 gold. We're not that different, you know. Just 2 tracks on the same rail. Let's hope we end up going to the same place. Best of luck, Hellborn. Seraph's gonna wish he'd never crossed the likes of us. Some lore there. The Unholy Alliance. Okay. Let's hop over here first. Concealed caverns. Ooh. Something for the melting remnant. I'll try it. It's something new. Apply 3 burnout. When the burnout runs out, the unit dies. Obviously, there's some synergy with this card in the melting units, but this just This just kills me. No. No. I should not have done that. I wanted to see something new, but that was just overall bad. Alright, units that you're gonna duplicate, you already know which one we're duplicating. I mean, duplicating this is actually kind of smart. We'll have so much money. And if we get one of those, artifact shops down the line, and we can sort of milk these out for 150 something gold each floor, that's pretty good. However, I think we'll go for the safe and consistent play by upping our big, beefy, juicy spice unit, the Siren of the Sea, large stoned. That's what you want. And if we're lucky enough, we get 7 damage on entry-level units. Alabaster Guardians have Spell Shield, hate it. Fel empowers units with armor, hate it. This is where Pyre Bound's gonna come into play, because I can Pyre Bound that unit at the top, I believe. We're gonna do it a little differently this time around. It's gonna be a little risque, but this should work out. Spike Strips took care of someone. That's good. That's good. Okay, slapping you down here. Keeps him alive. We dust that. We'll get that on a future turn, however, we continue to amp you up if I liked. If we would like, I should say. Go ahead and get the Weldus here. I'm gonna apply Frostbite onto you. You know what, fuck it. Let's continue to amp you up. We'll take care of that instantaneously. Imp Sacrifice. Thank you for your service, my friend. And again, by doing this, we acknowledge we have a ways to go. That's alright. Spell weakness applied to the Frostbite with our boss unit here, so that's good. We don't even have to deal with you, and I don't think I will. Gonna amp you up. Toss away the targeted damage for the moment. Slap a Guardian Stone here. And I'm gonna Siren Song you. Alrighty. Cover the top. He, at this moment, is going to get through. However, that'll ensure he does not. Stop you from participating there. It's gonna hurt our boy a bit. I recognize. I do indeed recognize. That healed him to... Yeah, okay. Again, we have incanted ourselves into damage. That's not bad. The many layers of the game can get you now and then. It definitely can. Let's go ahead and up you. Flash freeze you. I think we can do without that. Get the money. And then just daze him so he doesn't hurt us, and that crushes him again. We want one more ascend on this guy to make them all great, although this guy's also a decent ascend target. Good stuff there. And we're okay casting spells on this floor. We're getting a lot of armor from it. Just get out of here. Dead weight. Discard though. Very good. Alright, you all are done and dusted. You have served us well, however. Incant ourselves up just to give us a little bit of a, you know, defense. This guy's gonna take a few hits, so we're gonna get a few smacks in with this guy. That's decent damage. Because they get up here and they're like, no way. And then I'm like, yeah, way. So, hit him up. Hit him up. Send them. And we're not spending all of our energy, which is the thing I'm noticing, so maybe some more draw might also not be a bad choice. Transfer all frostbite on this floor to a unit, and then double the amount of frostbite. Interesting. I don't know if I'm ever gonna brain hard enough to make that one work. I think I'm good. X sap, X frostbite, that's actually pretty useful. And then on this one, we are cheeking it out a little bit, but I would rather have a little bit more wiggle room at the moment. We have 2 good floors going, is what I see. We can make some of those better and make it easier to ascend units. Okay. There's the merchant. We're missing out on the Merchant of Steel if we go for that, and we do have some wiggle room left on, well, 2 units technically. Might not be the greatest choices. I think we will go here. First things first. Train stewards have a place of, you know, being a buffer for damage, but we don't really care too much about them, so tossing them away is no biggie. Caverns. Ah, the gentleman. It's the historian. I like to consider us a, oh. It's very minor, is the only thing. I don't really want any of these. I'm gonna take this because I don't really care about most of these, but yeah, 90 damage on the pyre, that can get you thinking. 6 turns of the days with Siren Song on that, 540 damage, that's pretty good. That's very good, but I'm gonna spend my money because there's good things here probably. Silence on train. Friendly units gain +2 attack on kill. Oh. That's excellent. Grants 2 stacks of frostbite each time frostbite is applied. Does not decay. Oh. 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 All very good. Although the spell one's probably like the least good since we don't have expensive spells in the deck anymore. I think we'll go for this. This gives us the pyre a little bit of damage still. So we did something there, and I think we just go for further damage if possible. Yeah. As long as he doesn't get, like, you know, sweep and striked out, that's a fair bit of utility he's applying, a fair bit of damage. Enemies have Spell Shield 2. It's pretty bad, actually. I'm gonna... Ooh, that bonus. Hang on. 5 damage from enemy unit. Armor when a unit dies. You trample. Let's just make sure we're ready for this. I'm gonna hold off on that. You may call me whatever you wish as a result of this, but this is the correct play. So we dunk you there, dunk you here, and let's get it on. Alright, that's fine. I think we put him here even though we're not doing a lot of spell casting up there at the moment. We start softening up these lads. God, I would love to just send you on your way. Here we go, we can get some spell armor off of this. Very nice. I think he gets away if I do that. I'm just gonna take the money. Alright, pyre damage has been increased. Everybody dies here. Less than ideal, my good friend. There you go, nobody dies here. Nobody at all. Don't have any imps to sacrifice. What I could do, make my life a little bit easier. Draw pile does not have higher bound in it, however. I could just ascend this guy, save myself 10 damage. He'll get smacked for 40. He's gonna smack up the thing a little bit is the only downside. And I was saving this for a boss. The other option is just move him up and let these guys get swallowed whole. Wow, we haven't drawn any of our imp helpers. Ugh. I think I'm okay with this play. We wanted to get units up here anyway. I think this will do it. That gets us pretty dang close. This will seal the deal. Because we're getting money off of that, this thing is going to get way stronger. Do this here so we amp them up further. I'd like to scroll down and see what I have as far as options, because I could torch a target unit. You know what? I think I shall. No, did not matter in the end. Do you buff up for this, or do you try and save this lad? He's taking too much to save. He's taking 10 up front and then 8 afterwards. We could save him. This incants him as well. Yeah, alright, alright. See if we can't ascend you. Or better yet, how about we daze all these lads? Yeah, we could daze out. Daze to wrap it up. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think we'll just go for the big daze. There we are. There it is. He survived long enough to be ascended. Congratulations, my friend. You've done it. I'm gonna go ahead and imp sacrifice this. Even if it does give him a little bit of a bonus. And I think, yeah, we just stack spells on this guy. Very good. Oh, one moment. My apologies, did not hear the knocking at my door. Okay, so what do we got here? I'll tell you what we can do. We can pyre bound this guy. But how about we get a little bit more spells out of it first? Yeah. Something like this. There we go. So these guys are ready and raring to go, and we can play this here just to incant further. What we want to do is if we can get the ascend on this, and we did exactly that. Get a lot of value on this one. It'll go a little bit further. There you go. Done and dusted, my friend. We will not be pyre bounding him, however. That is not the play. Alright, very good. Only one unit dies as a result of this. Good use of ascend. I am liking Frenzy's Swarm, but I don't think having multiples of that is correct. To be honest, what we have right now is working, so I'm gonna hold off on that. The Kill Everyone card, it's always fun. I think I'm good. March of Shields, armor moving a unit to the front, we can actually work with that. There's some value in that one. And there's another Merchant of Trinkets. Or you can go for another Hellevent. I don't think we need another Hellevent. I think just amping up what we have right now is good enough. I don't really want to Hellevent anything. Maybe this base level torch, but we're still getting spell procs off of it, so... a little bit harder of a sell here. Give some rage to you? No, probably not the right choice. I think we'll hold off here. I think we'll just see what the trinkets have. That's the real reason why we came here. Plus 3 HP to everybody is solid. Demon units get multi-strike. I don't have any demon units, so that would be pretty bad, I'd say. Units gain extra upgrade slot? Okay. Let us go back to the Merchant of Steel now. Some more HP on these boys is actually insane, so I'm gonna go ahead and slap on you. Endless on one of them, also insane, but not the greatest. I'm looking for, yeah, the largest of stones. And we may as well, wherever we can, slap on damage. We should definitely do so. Big Sweeper, Rage 7 on Big Sweeper. Sure. Alright. We are now ready for the end here. This has been a very solid run. I'm not sure I have to look over because I alt-tabbed away from my recording screen. I'm like, was I recording? Oh no. We purchased debuffs and buffs. That's fine because we... Well, actually that's not fine because that's exactly what we're doing, but hey. Forget about it. Again, we want to do prep work. And still want to do damage wherever possible. Hammer dusted him as he entered. That's good. Excuse me, this is 4? Alright. We've made this very hard to pull off, but we'll still be able to do it. I think we'll save ourselves the 40 damage by just Dunkachinoing them like that. But we need to send you as quickly as possible. I am well aware. A lot of damage coming in here. I think we'll apply Frostbite on you. We'll just soften these guys up. You are the carry later on. There it is, there it is. Immediately take care of that. Dunka to Dunka. Most excellent. He's about to die, so we want to pop him up here if we can. Doesn't really do anything. Future play. Imp, goodbye. We'll daze him up. Save the HP. It's okay, we can actually juggle this. We can juggle this quite effectively. So you're about to die, we throw you to the front, you'll hold the line, and we'll give you a little bit of a spell amp from playing a handful of these cards here. And that's all fine and dandy. Excellent, so we have another ascending unit. It's gonna mean our units here get crushed, but this is still the end play. They're holding on, they're holding on. We'll be able to squeeze out one more ascend here in a second. I think now we start spell stacking here. Alright. It is truly now or never. Good, keeps him in it. You still gotta stack this guy with the frosty buffs, you know? We're not gonna get a chance to play later, so let's get the incant off of this. Everybody here is completely dusted. Shot at dreams? No such shot. However, value play. Alright, that's 200 extra damage here. This is not going to be the strongest top floor. It will do its best, however. That's pretty close. So, let's think. You have the most damage. We got to keep you back there, so I shall. I'm going to March Shields you. And I think we'll be able to squeeze this out here. Every spell we cast gets us a little bit closer. Applying 1 daze means it's a free turn of doing stuff. And we've done it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It was very close. Our unit got down there with 5 HP. And it was a one-turn boss rush, I suppose. You get this many points for defeating the boss. For defeating the boss this many times before it would have reached the pyre room. Oh, so we had like one-way room of leeway. Never really paid attention to those, but hey, that's a George W in the books. Yerp. And it was thanks to the help of our winged lad that we had the extra money to spend on these upgrades. We really got like a lot of extra money out of that, so pretty dang good. And the score, pretty all right as well. Mire battles now have additional enemies. Yay! Could have swore I already have the gold version of you, but all right. Thank you. Golden Siren Song, or Siren Song. That's good. Hang on, were these always animated? I don't think that was the case, right? I think by getting them gold, they animate. No, there's a minor animation always on. End of turn. Apply frozen to a random card in your hand. It's useful, but it's wacky. 50% chance to apply spell weakness when an enemy unit enters your train. Also decent. Win streak 2, Pog. Who would have thunk it possible? We're 1/5 of the way there. That's a good run. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, etc., whatever it is for you. I say see you tomorrow for the next one, but you never know what's going to happen. But tomorrow's Monday. Usually my Mondays have not been too crazy, although one of these future Mondays are going to be bad. Namely the one after the 4th of July, but we got time till then. So I'm going to say, yeah. Let's see you tomorrow for the next one. Cool. Take it easy, everybody.